Well, welcome back again. It's Destination Uri, the morning programme. Lovely to see Licia with us once again from Canada. And Donagh McKeown, who travels the world these days. You, in the last 12 months, have been more time out of this country than in it, I almost say.
And an immigration officer in Dublin asked me the very same thing, Rowan, how come you're backwards and forwards so much? And what job are you doing?
Me. Wow.
It was on the way out, so it
because
wasn't
you
so
had
bad.
all those stamps in your passport?
No, because, well, I suppose so, but he had the information. He was an immigration officer for...
Yeah, they have your fingerprints, they have your iris colour, they have
absolutely.
the colour of the back of your tongue, probably.
Well, we didn't get that intimate, shall we say, but... maybe next time.
That's the new one, not your eyes. It's, go like
Donnagh's
this.
here to talk about laughter yoga.
Okay, pose please, pose. And he's
You're
on
asking me about laughter yoga.
It's the perfect, I now realise that was a completely staged event. Yes, I'm a laughter yoga
one, good
master, apparently.
What?
A laughter yoga master.
Master. You
Yes.
can become a laughter master. Does that make
A laughter master?
Does that make him a laughter master? I think he's qualified.
Oh, dear, oh,
He's,
dear.
let's say he's qualified, but he's not certified.
Oh.
And he
Well,
should.
no.
Many people have wished him to be certified for a long
I'm
time.
trying.
There's certification, there's sanctification, there's...
We don't have the water and the pill under the coffee table, but
Yeah.
we give it to him every now
What
and
time
then.
have you to have me back in the hospital for?
Well, it's the bicycle today, so
Yes,
we have to
yes.
put you on the back of the bicycle and get you there. So
Tell us
It'll be a
about
bit
the
more
laughter
difficult.
yoga, because this man was held back by buses and whatever. And we'd
No, no, the
we'd love
buses-
to talk
So
to you for
you
half
are
an
actually
hour.
certified.
I have been certified
As a
in the
master.
in
the proper
in the
sense.
proper sense that we talk
I'm
about,
glad.
and also in the laughter yoga.
Tell us
side,
about
which we
the
spoke.
laughter. I think
Laughter
it's
yoga.
great. I
Laughter
think it's
yoga
great.
Yeah.
came about. I mean, we all talk about laughter being the best medicine. We've all known
Yeah,
this since
time
time
and
immemorial.
number.
Wasn't that good? We all had it a few seconds ago when you got us going.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and
And I hope you are laughing.
the
at
fact
home.
is, it's a biological reflex that's there to make us feel good, to bring serotonin to our
Wow.
parts that need to be. It brings whatever the other one's called. It's the one that reduces stress.
And
I
you're
have-
calming us down right now with your voice. I can feel it.
It's a great voice, a beautiful, gentle voice. A soothing balm for troubled mind.
Which we need after all that laughter.
I spent 25 years in broadcasting, and I now realise why. It was part of my ego driven to start off with.
Oh, not another narcissist.
The
No,
ego.
we've moved
How
on
did
from
you-
that.
This is
How
big
did-
narcissism.
How did you move on from that?
Moved on
Please,
to realise
tell us.
that you're kind of providing a service for people.
Yeah.
I moved into
Yeah.
talk radio and
Yeah.
talked to people and talked about community and things, and,
Yeah.
and realised
Communities come up this morning a lot.
it's the core of it all. It's the
Yeah.
core of it all. Laughter creates community. The laughter yoga started in 1995 by a doctor in India, in Mumbai, 5 to 6 people in a park, Dr. Natan Katani, and the ripples thereafter have been enormous. I think about 4 or 5 million people practice
My
laughter yoga.
goodness.
Laughter yoga workshops happen right around the world. So from those small beginnings, more than rippled out, and for the benefits, as we say, because it creates a good sense of well-being, it creates community. You want to talk to each other. It makes you feel good. Those are the simplistic
Is that an
ways of saying.
anecdote to that, ice over the head thing that went viral?
Oh, yeah.
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
after ice over the head, even though you're raising money for charity, you would need a dose of laughter, wouldn't you?
Entirely, and I suppose the dose of laughter in it for some is to watch what others do. And
Good
that's,
point.
And that's to some
Donagh,
degree.
help me, would you, if you would, or maybe you can help me. Prior to that introductory chuckle that I offered you to get us into the laughter road,
And the audience.
I have to tell you, and this is very sad, I have to tell you, I have no recollection over the past 30, 35 years of ever having laughed.
Well, the opportunity
You
now
mean to
waits.
that heartfelt
Yeah.
sense.
The opportunity now waits for me to bring you to laughter, even though you greeted us with laughter this morning, because the nature of laughter is, it's really about the diaphragm moving, creating more oxygen.
Yeah.
The oxygenation brings about those good feelings and whatever. But the fact is, the body, conscious or subconscious, doesn't know the difference between a real laugh and a forced laugh.
Yes.
So that's why laughter yoga works, in the sense that you can induce laughter. And I'm not the stand-up comedian here doing it in the middle of the room. I'm actually bringing you small exercises that bring you to laughter.
Yeah.
But a stand-up comedian would have the same effect, wouldn't it?
And that's why comedians have been so successful and are now adored in our community.
Yes, of
the
course.
late great Robin Williams and Joan Rivers, who passed on,
God love her.
like
She
them
did.
or love them. They
Yeah.
brought laughter to people, and everyone has their own laughter master, as it were.
But you can take us a wee bit along the journey.
Well, the journey involves, I suppose, in a laughter workshop sense, to come along, tell you, outline all those benefits, and then take you into a few laughter yoga practices. There are 45 to 50 kind of recognised ones within the laughter yoga.
Poses.
These are poses or
right.
pieces. You're constructing a laugh. And the first one
Can we
that
try
we
it?
usually, yeah, absolutely, we're going to try a couple. One I can't.
You ready for
because
this?
I'll sit back and you guys
What-
can
No,
go.
you do it too.
What you have to induce is a kind of friendliness.
Yeah.
Look in each other's eyes.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you? And
That's
greetings.
good to
So
see
you're,
you.
you're kind of breaking that kind
Yeah.
of the barriers. And then you start off with the smallest laughter.
Yeah.
And you go, the smallest laughter is a little he. So what you want to do is go up to the person next to you and go, he. You're smiling. He. So go to each other.
Yeah. Ready?
No, he. You have to go he. So it starts with a little laughter.
That's very good. I actually had the desire to chuckle there. It wasn't feigned.
And
at all.
that's the nature of it that can be convivial.
Yeah.
So what do you do in between time? And this is where the yoga aspect comes
Yeah.
in. You bring,
Yeah, I'm waiting for that diaphragm to go.
well, yes, and you bring people back to breath. Breath is the core of it all. We're all just sharing breath. We're all just sharing community, and that's
So,
what it is.
although with breath too, yawning is a big thing.
Yawning,
too.
yawning is a we used to say you're bored with yawning. You're not. You're just taking in more oxygen.
Yeah, you're almost getting ready for the day
Right.
when you're
Yeah.
Why
yawning.
did you
Yes.
mention? You did. I wasn't putting that on either.
It's the
Continue,
company,
sir.
So you're bringing breath. So you bring people back from one state, as it were. You've got them into a particular state when you're getting to laugh. So you bring them back to earth, to ground them, as it were.
I love
you
this.
all
No medication needed.
not in the slightest.
drop.
Not in the slightest. We have another conversation, and we have had the conversation about medication
Oh, yeah.
on a different basis. So you get people to
Oh,
spread their arms. You have to do it really standing up and spread their arms. Take the deep breath and let it go, and then just lower your hands. And that would be it. And every time we which I didn't do the first time, every time that you have a gap between the breaks, you make a distinct gap, you're changing the state
Yes.
of mind, you would go into the venturing of ho, 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 ha, 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 ho, 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 ha, ha, ha,
Ho, ho, ho. Ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho,
that's
ho.
cute.
So
you feel like a little kid again, you know, the playful
absolutely.
rhymes.
And that's where the facts are that a child will laugh in his regular day 300 or 400 times a day.
Really?
Yeah.
And adults,
We're
I'm not
Oh, yeah.
sure, some people, as
Very
Rowan
serious.
says, might not get 3 times a day.
Yeah.
So we've
and then we start
unlearned-
grinding our teeth, don't we? At night.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's an unlearned experience. We had the learned experience of laughing and convivial, and we unlearn it.
And that's why
Community
even just looking at a baby or a child, it's like
brings you back
just
to it.
joyful, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Where do you practice the laughter yoga?
Well, this is the point, Rowan. Because of my travels, I haven't practiced it. My first outing is tomorrow evening
where?
in Dundalk.
Right.
Exciting.
In Outcomers, the Outcomers Centre in Dundalk.
How far away is that? Because
Not
I'm still
so
getting
far.
To know
13
things.
miles.
Are you on a
away.
bicycle?
I could be.
It's quite far. If you're in a car, it's quite close.
Oh, yeah.
It's 13 miles. Dundalk is just south of here.
And it's the Outcomer Centre.
The
Where is
Outcomer
that?
Centre. The Outcomer Centre. I don't know the complete history, but the Outcomer Centre, it transpires, is an LGBT centre set
Oh,
up
yeah.
for those
Who've come out
who've come out.
from their
It has a
sexuality.
rainbow flag on it.
Has a
Oh,
rainbow
Yeah,
flag.
yeah.
It's a friend of mine who's found the space, so I'm just availing of the space.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're hoping to get some people there.
Yeah.
I do you another
Very
exercise.
inclusive. Yeah.
As
But we
wide
want, more
an
than
umbrella.
anything, we want to make sure we get lots of folk who need
Laughter.
your yoga to be there.
Is it
That's important.
intergenerational?
It's for anyone.
Yeah.
I
At
found
what
myself. I found myself just quickly. I found myself using it at the Warren Point Festival last year
Yeah.
with a bunch of kids getting ready for a fancy dress competition, and they were all standing in the middle of the arena, and I got them to do a couple of the exercises, and kids bought into it
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
straight
yeah.
away.
We should do it with interviewees here. Get them
Oh, yeah.
all
We test them.
relaxed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Rowan
What
would have
time?
had my master here,
Aye.
Michelle.
Michelle from the country.
from the
down
laughter from the
we,
laughter
we
yoga
just laughed the whole way
project.
through the program.
Absolutely,
I tell you. It's
she's
great
much funnier
fun.
than I.
And I
Oh, no.
heard if you have Alzheimer's or dementia, laughter is one of the best music and laughter. Isn't
Yes,
it?
okay.
And a lot of people are taking care of parents with
Absolutely,
these
laughter and
issues.
yoga. A quick. Have we time for another?
Oh,
quick?
yeah, we have, yeah.
My
You're here until those other folk come back in.
Oh, that's good. We're here
so
for a
they've
lifetime.
swum channels.
One of my favourites, I don't know if it will be on camera, I can't just see how far the vision goes, but pretend I have a lawnmower that comes up
Oh,
to this
yes,
height.
yes, yes,
A
you're in
lawnmower.
charge.
It's a petrol lawnmower. It's
A
not
petrol
not
lawnmower.
the
It's very
new-
iconic in Australia. They have them in museums.
Well,
it's
you
so
don't
important.
you don't have the electric version here in Ireland. You do, but you don't. For our purposes, you don't. So to start this electric motor, as it were, you have to whatever. So
So
it
should we- we're
starts.
going to follow
Would
you?
you just follow me?
Yep.
Watch me first. Watch me first, and then we go. It's better if you can run around because that's what you do afterwards. So it's
Oh, sometimes those are really hard to start. Like it's,
Oh,
you have
that's
to
great. That's good. That's good. That's
it's
good.
really hard. So right, at the count of three. 1, 2, 3. And then you run around.
Tomorrow night, what time? What time?
We're starting at
Hey.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock in the
If we can get the grass cut.
coming out at the coming out
About
centre.
9 o'clock at the Outcomer Centre.
The Outcomer Centre.
Roden Square. in
Roden
Dundalk.
Square, Dundalk tomorrow night, and be there. It'll
With
be
your
good
smiles.
Fun. That's all you need. Your smile and your happiness. Go well. God bless
Thank you so
Send
much.
some
You'll see us
yawns.
again. Yes.
Thank you.
Come
Lovely
again.
to
Nice to
meet you.
meet
Come
you.
again. Come again, sir.
Yes.
Some music, Andrew, please.